Hey team, it's time for an early career designer's portfolio review. I'm Megan Thomas, and I'm a senior UX designer with almost 10 years of experience in enterprise software design. I've taught and mentored over 300 early career designers through UC Berkeley's UX UI Design Bootcamp. In this video, I'm going to review an early career designer's portfolio and share my thoughts as a senior designer. My goal is to provide actionable feedback to help them succeed as they look for a job in the UX industry. Join me for a stream of consciousness walkthrough as I assess one of their case studies. Remember, mine is just one opinion. Make sure to get multiple perspectives before making any changes. All right, let's dive into the review and learn together. Hello friends, welcome to another early career designer portfolio review. I am showing up as my authentic self. Am I in my pajamas? Yes, I am. Y'all, it has been a week. Does anybody else feel like Mercury is in micro braids again? Because it's been a week. So I am behind by a week. You might have noticed that there wasn't a early career designer portfolio review last week, and that is because it's been a week. So thanks for giving me grace. I am here in your inbox again today, or your feed, whatever. I'm going to review Mouvia's portfolio, and I really need to call out that Mouvia, you already made me laugh, because in the survey, the Google form I ask people to fill out when I'm gathering actual permission to post their portfolio review to my YouTube channel, I also am like, is there any kind of feedback that you don't want? Is there any particular aspect you want me to focus on in my portfolio review? And Mouvia said, feel free to roast me. And I'm like, that's not my style. I am not gonna roast you. I will do my best. I don't think I'm a very mean person. But yeah, I appreciate you. That is very endearing. So hello and welcome to today's early career designer portfolio review. I already like this. I don't know why. I am not like a super huge fan of dark mode, and I think that's because for me, I'm one of those weird people that, not weird, excuse me, don't mean to say that. I'm one of those people for whom the feeling, the reception in my eyes for dark mode, like black background and very bright white text, it does have the aura effect for me. So it's just very like, sometimes. But this is not giving that at all. This is actually very clean and beautiful. I don't know why I love the moon, but I've been watching space stuff all day. So this is cool. So Mouvia, I'm a user experience designer based in Bangalore, India, with experience in delivering end-to-end UX UI design for software products. I'm excited. So that tells me that you know how to initiate the project and you know how to wrap it up and hand it off to developers and everything in between. So that's exciting. That's what I expect to see here. I'm passionate about improving the lives of others through design, yay. And I'm constantly looking to learn new things every day. Mouvia, you sound like me. What's up? I'm excited. All right. Oh, cool. We've got some parallax, my recent work, Bichons and Westies. Stop it. A puppy website for puppy sales. All right, let's see. Naria's gallery. Redesigning the artistry of Arabic calligraphy. Ooh, in progress. Okay, very exciting. Royal White Sheep, designing a website for sheep breeding. See, now this is exciting. It's exciting for me because it's just different than what I typically see. I think if you've watched any of these videos before, you're going to see, Podium, now I'm distracting myself by scrolling. If you've watched any of my videos before, I comment on a lot of things that we see are projects that are clearly from a boot camp, and these are not things that I would see made up from a boot camp. And if we did in the US, I would be proud and impressed if anybody leaned into this. Okay. In the world of nutrition and fitness, a well-crafted protein shake interface can be a catalyst for positive change, inspiring healthier habits and a sense of community. Ooh, it's exciting. Okay. All right. This is cool. I am assuming that I can open these in new windows. I'm going to go ahead and say, connect, hello, more. Oh, we're already connected, so here we go. Anywho. All right. Okay, so since it's your top one, the one at the top, that's giving me primacy bias, so, but over here at the Royal White Sheep is giving me recency bias, and I'm really torn between what I want to look at. I'm going to look at this, and I think they are both WordPress websites that you have created for businesses. I'm hoping, okay, Bichons and Westies, rus.com. Should I actually be able to open that? Bichons? Bichons and Westies, RUS.com. Did I get that right? WestiesRUS.com. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've got your case study in Behance, which is totally fine. Although, okay, it looks like I can... All right, so that's how we're navigating the pictures on here. So that's a little tough. If you were able to, so view case study is strictly on Behance. Okay, cool. But I want to come look at the portfolio, but like, oh, you've already got it on the website. That's exciting. I'm thrilled for you. I'm going to suggest that you have this open in a new tab, because otherwise, again, ADHD over here, and we can't guarantee that other people don't get distracted. So a hiring manager is, oh, sorry, yeah, hold on, I'll grab that phone call real quick. They have stuff going on in their lives. We are almost never beautifully and perfectly ready to do just the one thing. This is not the world we live in anymore. So let's make sure that we're able to keep the hiring manager focused on hire me, call me for an interview. So I would love to see your portfolio case studies open in new tabs, just to give you that anchor of, hey, come back to this website. All right, so Bichons and Westies, UX case study. So if I scroll down, all right, project description, Bichons and Westies is a platform where people can collaborate and explore puppy world to adopt a new family member. Okay. What it's actually about, it's a website intended to create awareness for a specific group of users who are animal lovers and looking forward to adopt a puppy of different breeds present on the website. All right, so you've already mentioned that you're from Bangalore. So what that already tells me is this is not wrong. I need you to know this, and this is something that a lot of international people face when they are looking for international work, when they're looking for remote work. Maybe you are seated in Bangalore, but you'd like to do a UX job in the US or in Europe or anywhere else. That's honestly, like, we work on the computer, we can work from anywhere, right? So the problem that I see is that people don't have Western English speakers review their portfolios, and we're judgy. I don't understand, but like, I need you to know that this is not a reflection on you. You are speaking a second language, possibly a third or a fourth language. This is something that hopefully we see more memes about, but like, if anyone ever mocks someone with a different accent or a foreign accent or speaks English slightly poorly, that's because they're speaking English as their third or second language. Like, why would you make fun of someone for that? Anywho, that's my little soapbox, but I want you to know that this is good. I can understand what you're saying. A lot of well-meaning, possibly, people are going to count you out because of the imperfect English. And it's gross, but it's the world we live in. So something I would suggest doing is having an English speaker. Literally, I think you should come onto the UX Social Club. Like, let's post and support each other. So if someone who is really familiar, hopefully, who also speaks your your first language, they can also help you kind of refine this English. Also, please do not discount how helpful ChatGPT can be. I am not shilling for AI, but the generative language can help reduce bias. So I would take this and I would literally use a prompt like, make this sound like a native English speaker. And then, I mean, honestly, oh, I can't copy that because it's a picture, never mind. Anywho, I was gonna try and do that for you, but it's something that you could do, is copy and paste that into ChatGPT. And my other favorite thing is like, make it more succinct or make it sound more marketing-y. What you're doing with your portfolio is marketing you. You are the product that your portfolio is selling. This is a sales page for your skills, right? Okay, so your portfolio should be a little bit more salesy. I know that sounds weird, and a lot of people aren't going to tell you that, but it's something that I'm kind of coming up with in the last few weeks to be like, all right, these regular case studies and portfolios are just not hitting the right spot for getting an interview. So how do we change? Maybe lean into the marketing of it all. We'll see. Okay. Anywho, that's my sidebar on refining a Western English tone, language, grammar, something like that. You get the point. I don't need to belabor it. All right, your responsibilities were design and improve the website for a better user experience. What do you mean by design and improve? Did it already exist and you're improving it, or like a redesign, improving the website for a better user experience? Tell me more about that better user experience. What do they want? What is the outcome that the company is looking for? So the outcome is, let's see, engage in user interviews and rigorous usability testing, bridge between the client's vision and project execution. Cool. These are kind of generic. I would put this, I wouldn't say put those at the bottom. I'd be more specific about these. The facilitator is a good one though, because that's a lot of what we do. All right, let me keep going and I'll see if I have something to come back to add to that. Okay, so the problem, task, goal of project solution. The website needed to create a trustworthy and informative environment for potential puppy buyers. Had to convey the health and well-being of the puppies and provide guidance on puppy care. And the goal of the project / solution, we need to refine this. Pick one or the other, because this is very confusing and it doesn't roll off the tongue or the brain. So I'm like, project solution, blah. Refine it. Develop a fully responsive website with interactive breed pages, a comprehensive puppy care section, user-generated content, interactive tools, and regular updates while implementing a user feedback mechanism and prominent call to action buttons for breeder inquiries. Okay, so this is very much giving, these are outputs. I created a comprehensive puppy care section. I created a fully responsive website with interactive breed pages. What is the goal? What is this website? They want to make more sales. Like, essentially, if we're in a business of selling things, even if it's puppies, whether or not I agree with like people choosing purebred puppies is not the point. The point of them being in business is to make a sale, facilitate a sale, get more information into the hands of people that need it. So this is what you've created. What are you trying to achieve? That call to action button for breeder inquiries, that sounds like it might be one of the primary things that they want to do on this website. Feeding care, Cavachons, Westies, Bichon. They're so sticky cute. All right. Let's see, latest litters. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got all sorts of stuff on here. Dear future puppy owner. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see here. Discover, define, ideate, design. This is one of those things, I'm starting to see this, not more and more. I have consistently seen this because it is on so many previous case studies and most people are bringing it along. No one really cares about this. You just actually need to break this down into logical, scannable things. Like think magazine article, think sales page, not tell us about your design process. This is a simple question that you answer in an interview. It doesn't need to be on every single one of your case studies. The hiring manager doesn't really care how you achieve the result. This is a question that you can answer in a sentence. So don't take up so much space with that. Let's see, user research. Launched a research initiative to better understand the issues individuals face when they visit a Bichon and Westies website seeking solutions. Be more specific. What solutions are they looking for? Why did they visit a website? The issues that they face are, I want a puppy and I can't have one right this minute, right? So I want to know that you've actually understood what the business proposition is. Surveys, interviews, data analysis. Sounds like we did a lot of research into a very niche user. Totally fine. I'd love to know limited breed selection, guides on how to litter train. Insufficient breed comparison. Do they have paperwork during the adoption? Okay. This feels a little disconnected. It's a platform where people can collaborate and explore the puppy world to adopt a new family member. It's really stinking cute. Okay, let's see. This isn't really telling me a story. This is definitely telling me the story of the work that you did. But the storytelling that we're usually talking about in UX case studies is telling me the story of how the user experiences this. So individuals who are considering getting a puppy, these are your target audience. This is an output. This is something that you did, an empathy mapping that you did in order to better understand your user. But it doesn't tell me, and you didn't give any context for why this empathy mapping was even necessary and what you hope to learn from it. What did you learn from it? Is this something that you can actually look around and talk to someone and go, I understand better what you're looking for when you're using a website in order to find a Bichon puppy. So you've got a user persona. And I'd love to know more about, interesting, where's the breed comparison tool? This is interesting that it's Chicago, Illinois. Where is this located? What? Please prove you're a human by selecting the plane. What is this? Inspect. That is interesting. Form control. Oh, it's part of the form verification. Okay, interesting. All right. This is in Mason, Texas. All right. Oh my God, they're so freaking cute. Okay, see, that's really distracting. It's very difficult to look at this. Okay. Spends most of the time on canvas with 5 years of experience and loves pets. 5 years of experience with what? How is that relevant to her buying a puppy? Simplified overview of each breed. Streamlined contact options. Something that, give a contact option at the top and bottom, emphasize nav bar, provide litter training material. This is not goals for Emily. Those are goals that you have determined are the website that meets Emily's needs. So I would even think, are you sure that it's streamlined contact option? I would say Emily's goals are to get in contact with someone as quickly as possible to answer the question she has. To give a contact option in top and one at the bottom, not a goal of Emily's. Emphasize the nav bar, not a goal of Emily's. Providing litter training material, I would rephrase that as Emily is worried about how to have a dog. She's never had a dog in her Chicago, Illinois apartment, so she wants to be sure that the dog is trainable in her lifestyle. So this is something that's a goal of Emily's, not these. Those are things that you might have drawn from the empathy mapping in the interviews. So refine that persona. Otherwise, it doesn't feel like you necessarily know what that persona is looking for. Information architecture with no information whatsoever, not helpful. It's beautiful. It is well laid out. It's a mess. As someone who does not know what this website is about, as a hiring manager who has not been to a website about buying a dog, this does not tell me that you have any idea what you're doing. This tells me that you know how to make arrows and boxes. So I need to know why the information architecture that you've created here is necessary. Is this a change from the previous information architecture? Did you determine this architecture based on talking to customers and the information that they would prioritize, that they'd be specifically looking for on a website like this? I need more information. Otherwise, this is just filler space. User journey map. This is not a user journey map. Discovery, explore, and decision making. I would remove this entirely. This is not a useful output. It's not explained well. This is also, dang it, I keep clicking on it thinking it's an actual web page, and that's the trouble with Behance, right? So this is not giving helpful. I don't know what this is for, and I've never seen a user journey map like this. So take it out or refine it. Exclusive screens. I love it. Give me a description. Each of these looks like it's supposed to have text beside it. So feeding and care. Why is this important? What do they need to know? What are the important points from your user interviews that tell you what should go on the feed and care page? So data points should be a quote from a customer. I need to make sure that I'm prepared to take care of this dog in my environment. How do I do that? Quotes. Like actual customer interview, things that they have said that describe to you what needs to be on that page. Same with the Westies and the Bichons. What makes a Westie? How do I know that a Westie is the right dog for me? These are the things that people need to know on these pages. Otherwise, you're giving very small screenshots with no context. What's going on? So website first look, love, love, love. That's adorable. Not sure why that's there. Style guide. I'm so tired of seeing style guides. is not necessarily helpful unless you are trying to be a UI designer, and even then, this is not enough to give me a sense of whether or not you know what's helpful. Because right here, I know for a fact, just looking at this, this is not accessible. So if that's the hover color, what color is the text on that button? And so that you can double check, like, what are your contrasts for all of these? Like white and black, great. However, the title color, I love that you did 333 instead of black, although I would honestly take a screenshot of this because it's looking black. It's looking very, very dark, and that's not the same color of this background. So if you're trying to say that it's this color, it's not though, so fix that. Accent color and normal background color, that is totally fine. I want to make sure that R-U-S, got it. I was like, is this in Russia? No, it's not. Okay, I would double check your contrast, your accessibility contrast on these, and show that that is one of the first things that you check, because accessibility, it's basically like we're drawing a line in the sand at the end of 2023. It honestly should have been a decade ago, but whatever. We're drawing a line in the sand and we're saying anything created past this point, I say we. I don't think there is a international movement, and I am not the head of it. However, me personally, I'm going to continue to dig on this forevermore, because we are currently seeing more people age up into 55 plus every single day, every hour, I think it is. Do not quote me, not a doctor. It's, if you look at a quote called the silver tsunami, it's not super well known, but it's also like, I think some people are like, that's inappropriate. It's as if it's an overwhelm of people. I'm not trying to say it's an overwhelm of people, but I am saying that there are more people who are or who are growing into aging populations. I'm trying to like, what's the way to put this that I am not going to get canceled? Not that a whole lot of boomers come find me. JK, hi boomers, hi dad. I distracted myself. I should delete that. I'm not going to, but that's because I don't edit these. All right, what was I trying to say? Okay, we have a population that's aging, and it's basically from here on out, it needs to be accessible or it's wrong. It's just wrong. So here's my little stick in the sand, but anywhere going forward, if we're not designing with basic accessibility in mind, we're doing it wrong. So this is not to say you need to go change everything. That website is already out and it's seeing people. That's fantastic. However, I would go back through and consider doing a website evaluation. I don't know, maybe the one I teach. What? Let's talk about whether or not that website actually meets some basic usability and accessibility standards. That would be super fun. Anywho, I got stuck on your style guide. The side note is, don't worry about style guides. It's just filler for your case study. Your case study needs to be tight and exciting. Solution and conclusion, let's see. Okay, so you're starting your solution conclusion. Stop with the slashes. Pick one, move forward. Emily's user journey on the website involved exploring different dog breeds, comparing their characteristics, and gathering information on puppy care and feeding. The user experience was smooth with no identified pain points. The website effectively served its purpose of educating Emily as a prospective puppy owner. Here's the deal. This right here should have been how you told the entire story. This is exactly what I was talking about. So I want you to go to the very top of this. I tell people this all the time, and almost no one does it. I think maybe they don't believe me, but when we're talking about storytelling, tell me a story of a person I can identify with, whose experience I can understand, and take me from start to finish. So really, I would have actually started your case study with Emily and say, Emily's looking for a dog. She's looking for a dog. She's looking to adopt, and she has had an imagination of this sweet, cute, tiny little fluffy white dog her entire life. You know, the kind that all the nanas have, right? So tell me how Emily ran into frustrations. What's a Westie like? What's a Bichon like? Are either of these dogs appropriate for me? How would I know? Tell me about Emily's experience from start to finish. Let me zoom all the way to the top here, and I'll show you how I would do it. I'd be like, project description, create a, let me like back up a little bit because I have another thing. Hold on. This was part of Catalite.io. We're going to take a little sidebar here because this is a website that I saw the other day, and I really liked how the success stories are shown, and they are not UX case studies, but they are in fact case studies, and I think you could use this to tell your story. So the top stories, the one I keep coming back to is Nike, and basically it's like, what did Catalyte do? What did you do for Westies and Bichons? So I would start with creating the website for people to find information about adopting and caring for Bichons and Westies and Scene. Then we introduced Emily. Emily wants to adopt a dog, the dog that she's had in her imagination since she was a little girl growing up on her grandma's farm. I don't know, whatever. Make up that story. But tell me the story of how Emily experiences this. What does Emily need to do user research? I talked to a bunch of people who are looking to adopt dogs in order to understand Emily's needs when she's coming to a website like this. And then I identified, because of those target audience members, I identified these pain points where I wasn't quite sure I understood Emily's. Remember, we're coming back to Emily's pain points. Doesn't matter about your target audience. Empathy mapping literally doesn't matter either. What did you learn about Emily? So this is Emily's empathy mapping, and it doesn't even need to be something you show on here. And it really depends on what you're trying to leverage this case study for. Is this a UX research case study? Tell me everything that you talk to people about, all the questions you ask, all of the outputs you created that are user research related. But if this is a website design, a UX design case study, take that stuff out. Tell me what you learned. Move on. Tell me about Emily's persona. I like this. Again, what are Emily's goals? The information architecture, talk about it in a way that's like, Emily needs to find information quickly. When she first gets to the website, she expects to see, like, honestly, this is crazy. So home, Westies, Bichons, Cabochons. We need to talk about how we show sitemaps, because this is very confusing. So I would take this away and say, Emily wants to know this, that, and the other. She wants to be able to compare a couple of things. And that's why I created the information architecture the way that I did. Again, user journey map is a no. Some exclusive screens. So I wouldn't say exclusive. I'm laughing a little bit because it's very silly, but some screens, I would say, what does Emily want to know on the feed and care screen? Emily needs to know how to take care of her brand new Bichon puppy in the first couple of weeks. So we made sure on the feeding and care to give a week by week breakdown on exactly what is necessary to keep these puppies healthy. And then details for what Emily wants to know on that Westies page or on the Bichons page, right? Don't give me notifications. I don't need that. I did it again. All right. And then you brought it together by saying Emily's user journey involved this, and then the website effectively serves its purpose of educating Emily as a prospective puppy owner. Now you've told the story and you've brought it together at the end. This is fantastic. Solution, conclusion, interactive breed pages, blah, blah, blah. These are things that you created. Tell me why. All of it should answer the question, so what? And it's something that I absolutely hate hearing, and I heard it from a consultant friend who works at a consultancy, one of those giant consultancies, and basically in every meeting they ask, so what? So I want to know, so what about this website? Why did you create this? And why was it so meaningful? And then show me a GIF about how it works, because I think you did a great job. It seems like you met their expectations and their desires. Good job. I would actually come back and update your copyright and stuff. I think there's a piece of PHP code you can probably put in there that does like today's date or this year's date, something like that. Anywho, thank you so much for letting me review your portfolio. I'm really excited about this. I do want to click on, it's in progress. I'm like, oh, there we go. We're clicking over again. Overview, problem. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to come back and check that out. But this is, I was going to say, Catalyte.io is a website. I would come check this out. I made an interesting little, I would be happy to share it with you. What did I do? Probably I'm not going to be able to find it quickly. Anywho, thanks for letting me review your portfolio. I really appreciate you. Thanks for letting me share it with my YouTube channel. And if you have watched these, please subscribe below. I would really be super thrilled to bring this to as many folks as possible. And more folks subscribing makes that possible. Yeah. Anywho, have a great day. I'll talk to you all soon. And yeah, that's it. All right, bye.